Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to the Fort William save. We're here, the final game of the... Don't look at the results. We've had an interesting game. Hope you like my Christmas baubles. I'll get rid of them so you can see what the fuck's going on. Hang on. Using my technical skills. There you go. Click that button to make that thing happen. Right. So, yeah, we lost 7-4 in a game, lads. Got to admit, didn't go the best. I'm not going to go through the goal scorers because I haven't got time, quite frankly. It's Christmas soon. Paul Munro, Jamie Doki with a brace, McGurk, and they scored lots. King scored 5. Oh, Jesus. And we had a man. Ovenstone got sent off for a second yellow card, and I think he got a 4-match ban for this one because he's picked up a number of yellow cards throughout the season. Then we lost 2-1 against Huntley. Paul Munro with the only goal. Drew 2-2 against... how we go? Clacknacuddin. Yeah, we'll go with that. Clacknacuddin. And then we lost 3-1 against top of the league Fraserburgh, and McGurk with a penalty, another sending off. And today we play Strathspey Thistle in the final league game of the season. Despite our triumphant run in the middle of the season, we had such a massive gap to close down to 15th that we were never really going to do it. So what we're going to do, play this last game, and then I'm going to take a bit more of a detailed look at the players we're keeping for next season. I'm pretty happy. 8 wins, 5 draws, and some losses. But 8 wins. 8 wins. That's probably Fort William's, like the last 20 years of Fort. Maybe since they existed, they might have got 8 wins. We've done it in one season, boys. Right, so let's kick off this final game, and then we'll talk you through how we feel about the team, how we feel about the tactic, what we're going to do for next season. We've also made a signing, cheeky little free transfer, don't mind if I do. Right. It'd be nice to end the season on a win, though. And thank you to those in the comments for letting me know that if we do win the league, we don't actually get promoted. Because Scotland, we then go into a playoff with the soon-to-be relegated team, and we have to battle, I believe, and that, yeah. So I'm glad I know that now, because if I'd won the league and I'm all celebrating as shit, and then we play some good team that spanks us, that would have been soul-destroying. So I'm glad, thank you for letting me know. I'm glad we got it out. Go on, Kingy. Oh, that's a good effort on his left peg. I'm actually quite, although there's very slim pickings with who will actually join Fort William, I'm happy with about 5 or 6 players that we've got. We've given them new contracts. It's so weird because I'm so used to playing the Stanley Parable where I've got a director of football doing all the transfers and stuff. I sort of forget that, I can offer guys new contracts and stuff. That's really helpful. So that's really nice. But yeah, so we'll go through it at the end. Come on, boys. Let's get a cheeky little win. Where are they? They're down here, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Shitty teams playing each other. It's going to be a classic. Lossiemouth, though, 15 points. Even if we'd started, was it -9 points they started on this season because fielding ineligible player 3 times? Even with -9, we'd have done all right. We still wouldn't have finished bottom. We've actually been... Okay, there's quite a few long shots there, lads. But the goalkeepers are pretty bad at this level, so there's always a chance. All right, encourage. I've decided to make it a thing. Normally, you know how I detest pushing people. That's why I don't mention 17 times during a video to make sure you like the video and subscribe. I kind of just go at the end, if you enjoyed it, like it, etc. I don't like pushing stuff. I don't tell people to go check out my Patreon. But because this is fundraising, because we are trying to make some money for the club and we're raising money for charity, we have a goal on the Just Giving page. And I'm only going to do the live stream when we hit the goal. So currently we're at 42% of that goal, if you want to go and check it out in the link in the description. So if you want a cheeky YouTube live stream, well, then you better donate, yeah? Cough up some Christmas dough and all that. Like, everybody's probably skinned, which is fair enough, but... that's the plan now. So get on it. Yeah, bringing on the girth. I'm not that bothered. Let's have a nice little end of season party. Macmillan's last game, he's going to come on. Tor's last game, he's going to come on. Unfortunately, Ovenstone, is banned for this match as well. Here we back. I think he's back at the start of next season. The ban might carry forward into a game or two. He basically likes throwing balls and kicking people. That's his MO. Okay, that's a decent throw there. This time Chisholm just kind of runs at him and hopes for the best, really. O'Halloran, lovely ball. The girth. Oh, he's done it, the girth. Go on, Girthy. This is his first goal of the season for the left winger. That says a lot, doesn't it? I'll take that, boys. Come on. And I quite like just going attacking. Like I said before, normally if we're a poorer side, I normally try to counter-attack. Maybe a little bit more direct, catch him on the break sort of thing. But this time, fuck it. We'll go for it. And we've had some good games. Some of the teams we've come up against just completely nullify our attack. You end up with 40 minutes in and they've had 16 shots. We've had 0. But there's a win. Massive crowd for the last game of the season, as you can see. We'll actually have a look at the attendances and stuff and finances. That was a great performance, boys. That's a nice little cheeky way to end the season. I'm happy with that. We have ended the season, haven't we? I'm not having a brain fart. 32 points. That's almost a point a game. I reckon this is doable. Oh, they've done the double. Good for you. Yeah, so here we go. Facebook's guaranteed themselves a playoff place. It was... Have we got is there a... Is that the draw? Okay, so that's today. Okay, so we know that I'm assuming they play Albion Rovers, right? Let's have a just quick check, just so we know for future reference that that's what's going on. Competitions. We're playing East Kill. Oh, okay, yeah. So we play. Okay, it gets worse. The top of Highland League play the top of the Lowland League, I believe. And does the winner of that then play the bottom? We'll find out. Or is it just this one? We need to discover this. When's the game? It's probably going to be bloody ages away, isn't it? Not going to tell me? Cool. I like not knowing. It's fun. It's fun that way. Oh, no. 27th. My birthday. Lovely. We'll have a look at that. We'll skip ahead now so we can find that out. And also, end of season award ceremony and all that sort of good stuff. I'm assuming Joe Johnson's going to be player of the year. It's 14 goals. He streaks ahead of everyone. So I'm going to assume he's got it. Let's have a look. Straight away, I literally clicked continue and we got awards. And it's not. It's James McShane, the central midfielder. He did score 6. Yeah, I suppose. 7.02 average. He's here for another year, which is really good. Considering he's got 2 finishing and 7 long shots. 6 goals is no assist, though. But it's a decent return. Paul Munro second on loan and John Ovenstone for his assist. So, signing of the season, Joe Johnson. Nobody give a shit about. Which is it's rude, man. Had been find themselves entrenched at the bottom of the standings, and so it proved to be a disappointment. What? Fort William had been expected to struggle for much of the season and find themselves entrenched at the bottom of the Well, it's not entrenched at the bottom for a start, and so it proved to be a disappointment. Why is it disappointing if we were expecting it? The Forts were one of the competition's Now I'm just confused. Surprise packages, consistently defying expectations and owing largely to an impressive spell of form between August and September that saw them rise to 13th, were able to celebrate a successful campaign. I feel like, okay, we'll just go with it. I'm pretty damn pleased, boys. Look, there's our league positions. The highest we fit. Look at that. 600 years ago, we finished above 13th. One thing we also want to look at is, let's do 4 weeks is fine, is our dynamics. Because we didn't really have any team leaders or highly influential players, or even influential players, I think, at the start of the season. And we do need a couple of these guys. Ovenstone is staying. Campbell is staying, but hopefully he's not a first-choice goalkeeper next year. And McGurk is probably not staying. So we got a couple there. That's not too bad. And I think they're pretty happy, aren't they? Yeah, managerial support is excellent. Cheers, lads. Everyone supports me. Yes, bathe in my glory. Bow down to me, players. I mean, thanks, lads. Thanks. Yeah, I'm one of you. Right, let's skip on to the 27th because I want to see what's going on. Right, a couple of bits of good news. The board have offered me a new contract. They did offer me £180 a week, which is the same as what I had before, another year's deal. Being the generous soul that I am, I said, look, just give me 50 quid. Anything to cut expenses of the club. You know, I've just saved the team 130 quid a week. I'll live in the clubhouse or with one of the players or something, right? I'll kip on the floor. You know, we've all got to do a part for the club. Also, another bit of good news. You know John Campbell, the sort of pretty dodgy goalkeeper that accidentally I gave one of those, if you play 5 games, you get another year on your contract. He's decided to retire at the end of the season, which is great. And McGurk's as well, but he was going to leave anyway. So that's really good news. We should have our competition happened now. Let's have a look. So East Kilbride, who are in the Geosonic Scottish Lowland League. So now do they play... Okay, okay, it's 2 bloody legs, isn't it? It's 2 bloody legs. And they're still in the low... What? They've still got the quarter-final of the cup to go. What is going on? What are you Scottish people on? Iron Brew and deep-fried Mars bars. I know, but still, what? How are you only in the quarter-final of the cup? All right. So can I just see? Because it doesn't say in the league thing... I don't know why we're looking at this yet. I don't think it makes... round or tree. Good options. Because if you look at the league, if you look at the rules, it just says top team qualifies for a promotion playoff. Bit of mystery. Maybe if we look at... can we look at the... Oh, no. Let's go back into rules. Back into playoff. Okay. Okay. Where's just it? 10 grand prize money. I just want to see who it is. There's 2 teams. Okay, so we just know that that's the 2 teams. It doesn't really matter, does it? Right? We'll work that out, next year when we get promoted. Let's go through the team quickly. So, let me clear this shit. We'll go through it. So both of our goalkeepers are leaving us. He was he was just awful. He was never really going to be there for the long term. John Campbell's decided to retire, so we need a new goalkeeper. Right back, Danny O'Halloran has got another year. He's a youngster. He's got good potential. He's better defensively than going forward, but he's all right. He's all right. He's worth 375 quid, lads. We can't turn down that sort of money. He's got 10 tackling, double figures in tackling, and he's pretty pacey. So pace and acceleration can always make up for a few mistakes. So that's what I'm thinking. 8 marking. Like I said, going forward is not the best. In an ideal world, I find a really attacking fullback, but it's hard. Slim pickings. McGurk is retiring at the end of the season. Richard Tors is leaving us. Nathan Bird is leaving us. See, this guy's really interesting. He's got some really nice attributes, but 6 jumping reach and 3 strength is just horrific for a centre-back. That means he's not going to win headers, and he's going to get out-muscled all the time. So despite having good marking, his tackling's pretty shit as well. Good decision-making, really good pace for a centre-back. I just don't think he's ever going to make it. And his average 6... He's played a bunch of games for us this season because, we didn't have much choice. But 6.62 is just not good enough. So he's going to be leaving us. Ovenstone, despite being 36, he's still king of the jungle. He's going to be with us for another year. He hasn't announced his retirement, which is good. I was a little bit worried. I did... After mocking Crisp for much of the season and then him banging in that goal, I was like, yeah, you get a new contract, mate. He's not actually that bad. He can do a job at centre-back. He can also fill in at right-back or left-back, and I'm also training him as a half-back. So, yeah, he's not bad. He's got 14 jumping reach, not the best heading, but at least he'll get there. The header could go anywhere, but he'll get there first, and actually he's got decent tackling. Positioning is good, which is nice. Leadership is good, which is good, and he's okay pace-wise. So, he's a decent all-rounder. So he's got another year. Stracey's fucking off because he was awful. Chisholm, This was a tough one. I've decided not to give him he's already on 35 quid a week. Max I can offer is 25, so it's unlikely he'd take a contract anyway. His passing is good and his first touch is good. And that's kind of it, really. He's got a decent amount of pace, but it's not as important for a central midfielder. His vision's okay, but he can't tackle at all. No long shots. Most of his mentals are horrible. He's 25. He's not going to get any better, so we've decided to let him go. McShane, our player of the year, has got a new contract. He's 24 years old. He's an okay all-rounder. This tackling's not great. It's more his actual, rather than his attributes on this one, it's more his actual performances this season that have got him the new contract. So, his balanced personality, which is quite nice. Again, another pacey player, and he's got a decent bit of jumping reach in central midfielder. So that's the long balls and stuff he could actually win. Neil Sterling's going back. Ross King, we already spoke about him before, but he's got a new contract because it's interesting one, this. If you look at some of the stats I have available to us, where is it? So this one here, which is passes completed per 90 minutes. It's the lowest in the team that plays regularly, apart from the strikers. And so that's not ideal for a winger. And he's only got 4 crossing and 2 passing. So you can see what mistakes are going to be made. But the thing is, well, slim pickings again. But also, he's absolutely rapid. So he's going to get a lot of chances. And that's why he scored 9 goals and 5 assists this season. That's a really decent return, to be fair. 6.9 average. And dribbling's okay. First touch is okay. So, and he doesn't look great on paper apart from his mentals, but he's just runs like a headless chicken and kicks balls, and occasionally they go to somebody useful. And he's been doing that really well, and he's young as well, so we're definitely keeping him. He's actually been one of our players of the season, to be honest. Then we've got Stefan McRitchie. He's not going to stay with us this season. He was barely used. We don't have much use for a number 10. We've got all our players have got to be able to play the system that we're going to stick with, which is what we've got currently. Lloyd Hester, he's staying with us for the time being. He's on 5 quid a week youth contract. He's 20, so nobody tell him he should be on 25 quid a week. Obviously, he can get poached at any time, but I don't mind him, actually. He's a little bit better technically than the other guy, but not quite as pacey. But actually, he's not too bad at all. I might offer him a proper contract. I think he turned it down last time I offered him. McMillan's leaving us, sadly. His physicals are dropping off. He's 34 years old now. Good finisher, but the rest of it needs work. And we're only playing one up top, and we've got our 2 strikers, and that's Joe Johnson, who's just been superb this season. Really good finisher, good pace as well, and that's off the ball's really good. Anticipation needs work, but it's going up. Despite being semi-professional, it's probably on 3.1 or something. And then we got Jamie Doherty, who started the season on fire. He should be doing better than he is. I'm hoping that's just a bit of a blip, but I think it was worth giving him a new contract. He's not quite got the physicals, and dribbling as well, which is really nice. We could actually make him an advanced forward or something. Bit more technical, maybe not. But I'm happy with our strike partnership this season. I'm happy to go with that again next season. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players. Is that 8? Did I just jump on? No, 8 players ready for next season. So all we need to do then is to maybe add on, say, let's go another 4 loanies, and then a sprinkling of other players just to fix it. The hardest thing I've found so far is centre-backs. There's so many centre-backs that either can't head or can't jump, and that's law number 1. I think what I'm going to have to do in this window, because it is, say for instance, let's have a look, right? And obviously this is right now, this moment, so if we... slightly interested, so we've moved up to there, and if I say, I just want a centre-back, I only have 27 players to choose from. So even if we put it to doubtful, we got 50, but they all want 50 quid a week or 100. Look, these guys, crazy amounts of wages. So realistically, even if we put it back to interested, we got 16 players in the known universe that want to play for us that can play centre-back. So what I'm going to have to do is just maybe look at our tactic and focus on 2 attributes. Let's say, for instance, heading and jumping reach, or something like that. Same for the wingers. Let's say pace and crossing. Really, just fine margins. But now I'm really happy with this tactic. I'm going to go with it for the next season. So that allows us to at least direct what we want for next season. And we've got a wingers attack, so we want that pace. Maybe even a bit of dribbling and crossing. Fullbacks attack, so we want defensive, but we don't mind a bit more attacking. Remember, we've got a halfback that's going to drop in and make it a 3. So it's an interesting... I think we'll do better. I'm going to call it now. Next episode will be obviously the start of the season, transfer special. I'm going to give us, before I've even made signings... I should probably... I might change this when we do after signings. But I'm going to say we finished 32 points. I'm going to say we've got to look to improve every season. Marginal improvements, I think, is what we've got to look at. We're not suddenly going to make a challenge. But I'm going to say 40 points next season, which will only move us up 1 spot, to be fair. But that's quite a jump. If we can do that every season, eventually we'll be promoted. Right, let me know what you think of the team. Let me know what you think of all the sorts of shit going on. Go donate some money to the Just Giving. Link is in the description. All that sort of stuff. And thank you to everyone that has so far. It's been bonkers. So it's not going to take me the longest. Normally it takes me about 6 hours to do a transfer window. But due to the 127 players that want to join, that I know about, that want to join this club, it won't take me that long. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.